On to you, Libras. So you have the Sun, you have the Seven of Swords, Queen of Cups, the World, the Emperor, the Knight of Wands, Ten of Wands, the Star, the Seven of Cups, and the Fool. Okay, so for you Libras, okay, so for you Libras, you have the Sun, the Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. You realize the hypocrisy of what a lot of people was trying to ask of you. They would always try to make it seem like everything was about you and everything was your fault. Everything was your problem, because these people didn't want to accept responsibility for themselves. They didn't even have the decency to tell you sorry. They came by, they got to know you or was getting to know you. But these people, even though they were listening, they already had this false narratives in their head about you and everyone else, because that's the way that they think. And instead of actually take the time to get to know you, Libras, factually, not the stories that they come up with in their heads, actually take the time to get to know you. What happens is that they were projecting their own insecurities onto you. So you would be out here trying to be in a relationship with them, trying to show them some of that love, trying to show them some of that attention. They would make it very difficult because they would constantly be trying to project onto you. So the World and the Emperor now, this represents this being a situation for a lot of you Libras where you had to walk away from that, because you saw that that interaction that you had with other people prior, I want to say recently, or the last one that you had more so specifically, those people really try to make it seem like, based upon them projecting onto you hard, that you were the villain and that you were the worst person in the world ever. Listen, no one has all bad in them. No one has all good in them either. You know what I mean? Like we're of duality, for real, for real. So the World and the Emperor now represents. So for you Libras, you Libras understood this and you got away from that, because the Emperor, which is your exact opposite in Aries, right? Exact opposite zodiac sign, which is what represents Libra. But you realized that it was time for you Libras to actually start using and exercising your own options, power, because that's what options are, it's power. But it's time for you to start exercising your own options, your own power. You don't have to be with these people. If they made it a point to be this angry at you, why were they even in a relationship in the first place with you? Why were they even trying to get to know you? And that goes to show you the delusion of it all. The mere fact that those people didn't even have the decency to actually give you a real fair shake and get to know you. No, they scapegoated you all the way to Hades, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. They scapegoated you all the way to the underworld. They had so much of a problem understanding that you're great people. And because of this, that was a relationship that the two of you could have had, but you didn't. So now the Knight of Wands was, while you were Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands, while you were on your way out, they had to make it difficult for you one last time. Because on one hand, it's projection. On the other hand, it's the idea that a lot of you Libras can find new people to get to know, and they don't want you doing that. The Star card now represents, but here it is that you have people, again, those people know that you can get to know other people, and that you'll have other people who want to hang out with you and want to get to know you, but they can't have that. They don't want to have that. They don't want to have you Libras actually being able to go off, be in a relationship, Be happy with another person that wants to be in a relationship with you, wants to get to know you, interested in understanding you Libra, right? Airheads, I'm just playing, but wants to understand y'all, right? They can't stand that, right? Because that's how it is that you Libras know, right? For future tense, that's how you Libras know that you're very important. Is when people go out of their way to show you how trash you are. When people go out of their way to show you that you're not worth anything, they're going too hard, which means that something else is going on up underneath the surface. And it's probably because they think of you as being too great. You know? So the Seven of Cups and the Fool now represent, so as a result of this, the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups is about, and again, you do have other options that of people you can talk to. So it's not like these people's insecurities and fears are coming out of nowhere. Part of it is actually real. You Libras do have other people that you can very much so talk to. But at the same time, those people can't stand the sight of that. Or they couldn't stand the sight of it. But now, on the good side, a lot of you Libras are happy getting to know other people. And other people are getting to know you too, right? Because you got the Fool card. Other people are interested in getting to know you too. And that's one thing that if you're, regardless of who it was, one of your past love interests were here to see you Libras talking to someone, they would have a problem. They would have a fit. They would be upset. They would be green-eyed with envy or jealousy because of that. So let's clarify the Fool now. I should say, let's clarify the Seven of Cups. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. Okay. You have so you Libras, to clarify the Seven of Cups, you Libras have the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, the Temperance, and the Five of Cups. So the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands is about how a lot of you Libras, because again, those people from the past was trying to cherry pick you. But a lot of you Libras waited. You remained patient. You got to know other people. And then the Eight of Wands and the Temperance. And boom, it actually paid off. Talking to other people and you find out that your options, you have more options than what you Libras even thought you initially had. You know, you Libras thought that you could only get a particular range when that's not really true, you know? And the Five of Cups is about how, you know, again, if this person was here to see you from the past that treated you like trash, they would not like it because they know of the potential for the quality of people that you could really pull. But that's just something that they have to deal with. So let's clarify the Fool now. Let's clarify the Fool. So to clarify the Fool, we have the Four of Swords, Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. Four of Swords. Putting, like I said, putting the self-doubt behind you, putting people who act like they're too fly for you behind you. Get to know people, they end up acting like they're too much for you. That's a dub, and you Libras are not going to sit there and take that. The Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. You're just going to continue to, like I said, and that goes for anybody. You're going to continue to get to know others. And if they act like they too much, if they act like they too proud, this, that, the third, whatever type of games, that's a dub. And the Eight of Swords is, but that place is coming from, that mentality, I should say, is coming from a real place. They know good and well that you Libras are better than them. They can't keep up.